Hello friends, my name is Pranav AGJA. I have cleared CSE 2019 and I have stood at All India rank 755. This was my ninth attempt and I am here to share my story of failures as well as success with you all guys. So my journey has been a very long and arduous for UPSC preparation. So I started in 2011 and I have done my BTech from computer engineering from Nirma University, and since childhood only I had thought that I would like to see myself as a civil servant. The reason for this was a few of my relatives were in the civil services and I was inspired by the kind of respect that they used to get in the society, and it was a very motivating factor for me. So I started preparing in 2011 with basics books such as NCERT and Lakshmikant. I did my graduation in 2011, and right after, within 2 or 3 months, I appeared for Civil Services 2011. During those days, there was very lack of information regarding how to prepare for UPSC, and there was people were specific. It was required that they go to Delhi to understand the nuances of the exam. During those days, I was not in the condition to go to Delhi, and so I started my preparation from Gandhinagar, Gujarat itself. There was not too many mock papers available for preparation for UPSC, and hence I right away gave for my first attempt with minimal preparation. In spite of such very low lack of knowledge regarding the exam, I did get good enough marks, but I missed the cutoff by less than 10 marks. So I continued with the preparation. I joined software engineering job in Gandhinagar itself. I worked there for around one and a half years. I was preparing for UPSC during that time as well, but since it was a private job, I was not able to give my full time for UPSC, and so the thoughts of quitting my private job were coming to me. And finally, in February 2013, I took the decision to quit my private sector job. In the meantime, I had also given my second attempt for UPSC. I did better than my 2011 attempt, but again I missed the prelims cutoff itself. I thought that if I properly prepare for civil services for UPSC, then I would be able to clear the exam. So in the meantime, since I was not that much confident, I gave IBPS PO exam, and I cleared it, and I joined Bank of Baroda as a probationary officer in 2013 itself. I wrongly assumed that since it is a government job, I would get enough time to prepare for UPSC, but it was not to be. Actually, the job of PO was more busy than the job in the private sector, and so I was not able to give my full-hearted preparation for UPSC. Meanwhile, I gave my 2013 attempt, and this was my closest that I went towards clearing prelims of UPSC. I missed the cutoff again by 3 or 4 marks. So there I was, 3 attempts in UPSC prelims, missed each prelim by less than 10 marks, and I was so depressed that what direction should I take. So the thought of leaving the Bank of Baroda job were also started coming to me. I wanted wholeheartedly prepare for UPSC once, and so I was thinking about quitting the job. But since it was a government job and it was a well-paying job at that time, so it was very difficult for me to take that decision. In the meantime, in 2014, I lost my father, and the tragedy was that I was posted in Rajkot, and my family used to stay in Gandhinagar, and I was not able to meet my father during his last time. So somewhere I felt I considered myself to be responsible for his demise, and I was totally depressed because in the personal front also I was not doing good. In the professional, in terms of clearing UPSC or preparing full-heartedly for UPSC was also not happening. So I was completely depressed and dejected. I decided that I would give SPIPA, which is a government educational training institute. It gives training for UPSC preparation. So I decided that instead of directly right away leaving my BOB job, I would try to clear a SPIPA entrance exam, and if I clear that exam, then I would quit the bank job. So luckily this time around I cleared SPIPA entrance exam in 2014 end, and I made up my mind to quit Bank of Baroda in 2014 itself. Then I came back to Gandhinagar and started focusing on UPSC preparation full-heartedly from 2015 itself. Since I was my command over English as well as maths were good enough, so I was betting on CSET paper 2. It would help me in clearing the prelims as well as the next stage of UPSC. But my bad luck continued with in this preparation, and in 2015 the government decided to make CSET paper 2 as qualifying. Again there was a hurdle in me for clearing UPSC prelims, but instead of being dejected, I focused on paper 1 and I tried my best, but I missed the paper 1 cutoff by 4 marks. So it was 2015. So all in all, it was 5 attempts in UPSC. Not even one prelim I had cleared. I had already left 2 jobs for preparing for UPSC. So in a way, I was nowhere to go, and my future was darker than the black hole. But in those 6 months, I had made a few friends who were preparing for UPSC, and one of them had entered the interview stage in the first attempt itself, and he missed the prelims. He missed the final cutoff by just 1 mark. In spite of such hard luck, he was very gung-ho about giving the second attempt, and this made me very inspired by him, that if he can think so in such a positive attitude, then I should also continue with my preparation. I was always confident that if I give my best, I would clear the examination, and I started preparing for the 2016 attempt as if it was my first attempt. I took around 5 to 6 months specifically preparing for 2016 attempt, and I thought of it as having my first attempt itself. So I had gone through all the NCRTs that are recommended, Lakshmikant, Polity for Polity, and every other basic books that was recommended by toppers and other institutes. I had gone through. I had also started writing mock papers for prelims, and finally in 2016 I was able to clear prelims for the first time in my life. I was very happy about it, that since I had worked very hard and had many sacrifices for that, finally I was able to clear the prelims. But there was, due to some personal reasons, I was not able to focus fully on mains preparation. There was pressure from family as well as society to get a job, and I buckled under that pressure. So I started prepare. I had already was giving SSC CGL examination along with UPSC. So in the 2016 mains attempt, I had two choices, either to prepare for full time for 2016 mains UPSC, or to prepare full time for 2016 SSC mains full time, and I betted on the second option. I prepared for SSC CGL 2016. So luckily within 6 months I was able to clear SSC, but because of lack of preparation for mains in 2016, I was not able to. I again failed in clearing 2016 UPSC. So in 2017, starting the result of SSC came, and finally I was able to get a job. But there was some issue and some court cases took place, because of which the joining of SSC job was delayed by 1 year. So in the meantime, also I gave my 2017 attempt, and since my base for prelims was well set because of the 2016 preparation, I very easily cleared 2017 prelims exam. Thereafter, I was preparing for 2017 mains. But during that time I did not focus on writing, but I focused too much on reading. I had read various books for optional as well as the GS preparation, but somewhere I think that I was not able to express my thoughts in a proper way, and this led to my downfall in 2017 mains, and I could not clear the exam. In the meantime, in 2018 beginning, the joining for SSC CGL came, and since I was able to clear prelims for back-to-back 2 times, I was confident that if I prepare for mains in the same way as I prepared for prelims, I would be able to clear UPSC. And so I took an extension of 6 months for joining the SSC job. Thereafter, in 2018, I again gave the prelims, and again as 2016 and 17 attempt, I was able to clear the prelims exam very easily. And this time I was very focused on giving the 2018 mains exam, and did all that was required of me. I used to write exams. I used to write mock exams for GS, essay as well as my optional literature. And I was hoping for a very good number in 2018 mains, but somehow I don't know what happened. I did not clear 2018 mains. Meanwhile, I had appeared for GPSC 2018, and I was very confident about clearing GPSC, but I was not able to clear even GPSC in spite of preparing for UPSC for last 3-4 years consistently full time. Still I was not able to clear GPSC, and this set alarm bells ringing in my mind, and it raised too many questions in my mind, whether I am ready, whether I am capable enough to clear any of this competitive exam. So I had failed 2018 UPSC and GPSC, and I was very dejected in those periods. But the one thing that which was very good was that I used to learn from my mistakes, and luckily GPSC used to give the mains answer sheet, and at that time I compared my answers with the answer sheets of toppers of GPSC of 2018, and then I came to know that there was not an issue of knowledge, but in the issue was the way I was able to convey my message, convey my thought process. So I focused on reading less and writing more. I was also reading newspapers since last 2-3 years, and so the knowledge base was strong enough. If I focused on writing skill, then I would definitely clear UPSC as well as GPSC. And this was the thought process with which I gave my next attempt of both GPSC as well as UPSC. And in 2019, luckily I was I had cleared GPSC mains, and within a month I had also cleared, I was selected as a state tax officer through GPSC as a GPSC, and this was very moral boosting for me, and I was planning to use the same method of writing for UPS in the UPSC 2018 attempt as well. I had also cleared the UPSC 2019 prelims exam, and this time I wanted to focus more on writing, and so I joined India Bhai's complete mentorship program for mains, and it was a blessing in disguise for me. At that time, his mentorship was very good, and he used to give me feedback for all of my papers, and my answers, the quality of answers in the GS papers as well as essay was improving day by day. Similarly, for optional also, I was following the same procedure. I had started writing more papers, and I used to get them corrected by knowledgeable people in the UPSC field, and with this and I was performing well even in the optional paper. So I was very positive in this in the 2019 attempt, and I was also talking with my friends about this, about my preparation and the way I am feeling. And somewhere I had also mentioned before the mains that it seems like that this UPSC mains will be like a formality for me. I just have to, if I just handle the question hours of the papers, then I would be able to clear mains, and that is what had happened. Finally, I was able to clear UPSC mains for the first time in 2019, and I had gone to Delhi for preparation of UPSC interviews. I had stayed in Delhi for a month, and finally after four long months of delay due to COVID, the results came, and I stood 755 in the UPSC CSC 2019. So I wanted to share this journey to make the people, the students, the aspirants who are very dejected about their number of attempts, about the preparation stage, about the strategy, about their confidence. I would like to tell them that if I can clear this examination, anyone can. You just need to focus on improving yourself. There will be many drawbacks, many hurdles. You will not be able to prepare sometimes fully for this examination. But if you cover your bases well, if you not only read too much, but focus on writing and conveying your thoughts properly, then this exam is clearly we can definitely clear this exam. To all those people who are I would personally feel, and even in the group of the selected people, there are many discussions regarding that we would feel that the attempt is just a number. If we are confident about our preparation, if we try to cover all the bases in a particular attempt, then the number of attempts does not matter. Your positivity, the way you look at things, the way you learn from your mistake is what all that matters in clearing this examination. Thank you.